Merry holidays, everybody.
Welcome back. Merry almost Christmas.
Merry couple days. Oh, don't drop a microphone already. So today's subject was this is supposed to be a quick video right today because we got friends coming over. Today's video is supposed to be about the angel tree.
Yeah.
I this is my first time ever hearing about something like this. So can you explain to me what angel trees are?
The angel tree, like when you go to churches or donation centers, they have lists that show you names of children that are less fortunate, and then you buy the gifts that are on the list. But for those children. And the drama surrounding this is pretty much that people are buying things that are not on the list. And they're kind of saying, well, if you're going to do angel tree, don't do it if you're not going to get what's on the list.
So wait, like, what are they getting instead of getting the gift they want?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah. So it's just like a controversy. Like, should they participate if they're not going to get what's on the list? Or should the family be grateful that they're getting gifts at all?
So are they buying things that are like worse than it, or buying things that are too expensive?
Well, maybe both.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see in the videos.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Angel tree drama is really sad, but I think it also has to do with how we're in 2024 and so many, kids want things that are very advanced and also very Xboxes, PS5s, cell phones, makeup, anything your kid would want. And all those things are obviously very expensive, even for people who have a bit more means to be able to provide those things for their own children. Providing them for an external family is going to be hard. And to be clear, it's not to say these kids don't deserve their lists. There are probably not a lot of millionaires picking up angel tree cards and fulfilling all those things, right? If there were, then yeah, like a lot more of those kids would be able to be fulfilled, but there's not. There's a lot more people that are middle class or lower middle class, and they're just trying to do their best and pick out at least one or two gifts from these lists. Now, obviously, the people that are just not picking out any of the gifts on these lists, you shouldn't be even touching the list. Let it be. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But I understand why people are not buying everything on the list, because the list costs more than $100 to $150 per child, right? That's what the advised spend per child is. Now, if the child's asking for a PS5, that's $500. And there's usually not just one kid, it's 1 to 2, 3 kids. Taking one of those lists and fulfilling it completely in 2024 is very difficult. And the people who do are just trying to do as much as they can because they know that that child either gets 0 or something. At the same time, you should still be mindful of what is on that list and how you can best fulfill at least part of it. And if you're not going to fulfill anything on the list, don't take the list. It's sad, but it's the truth.
Okay, I get it. I don't get how this is a drama.
I don't know.
Because this just sounds like that kids are wishing for things that are kind of the realm of possibility just to be given as a gift to someone you don't know.
Yeah.
I get it. Like it's not no toys or tots situation. If they want PS5s, bro. At this point, I'm just gonna give you $1,000 and hopefully your family can get out of poverty that sells and get you PS5 later on.
Yeah.
So
because the PS5, like that is so expensive. I would think that they would be asking for maybe like a doll or like anything more reasonable than that.
Yeah, because let's look at it here, because I don't know about before, like angel trees, because PS3s existed. I'm pretty sure angel tree this is during that. How many kids are asking for PS3s?
I have no idea.
How many kids are asking for PS2s in their angel tree when the PS2 came out?
See, this person says though that they did the angel tree thing with their daughter before, and they picked the ones that were asking for the basics because they knew those people were the most poor.
Exactly.
So yeah, I would be more concerned with the people that actually need basic items rather than people that are like, oh, I just want a PS5.
Yeah. No, because that makes no sense. Yeah, because I actually realize it, because people don't realize this about basically about gaming stuff. Games usually don't come on it, so you're gonna be spending up to like $70 nowadays for a game.
Yeah.
$70 for a game. If you want another controller, another $70. It's about like $140 to entertain yourself with that.
Oh my gosh.
So
I wonder if someone can scam their way into this angel tree, because how do you get listed on here? Do you have to like qualify? Do they check? Like,
I hope so. At this point, they better be doing some tax checks, because getting a PS5 is going to cost you more money down the line if you don't already have money to begin with.
Because I think some stores like do this as well, and you just pick up a list. I don't know how you get on here, but I just know that sometimes like charity donation things like this, you have to be careful because some people are scamming, and it's sad because people actually do need things, and then you have the people that are just trying to get free stuff that's coming in there. But I don't know if that's how this works.
I'm gonna say this now: if you're someone who scams, someone who scams off of a donation thing, you're bottom the barrel, bro. You're so, oh my gosh, you are Satan itself. I'm in my eyes, bro. I hate you so much.
There's nothing wrong with struggling and then trying to find an honest way out of that. Yeah. Because but scamming is just not the way to go.
Yeah. Unless you're scamming Jeff Bezos. No, I'm joking.
Anyways, next video.
We have answers why the mother who was upset about her angel tree items actually is upset because she didn't get the items she put on her list. Now, there was a follow-up video of the buyer, and the buyer came through and said, there's no way I bought 2 out of the 3 items for the 5 children that I had on my list. Here is what this comment is saying. Apparently, Angel Tree will gift people gifts who were not picked off the tree, essentially to make sure that they're getting something. But oftentimes this leads to people getting the wrong sizes, too big, too small, toys they didn't ask for. But essentially they just want to be able to give gifts to them so that they aren't without anything. Now, the mom who made the video is upset because she said, I didn't ask for literally any of these items. And that's why she's upset, because she didn't receive anything that she could actually use or that was practical for her children. And the buyer is upset because she's like, I cannot believe these people are so upset. I can't believe they're so ungrateful. I bought the things, and I guess she's just not happy with the ones that I had chosen to buy, that I didn't buy all of the items or enough of the items. But what has happened is actually the buyer had a list that she followed. So she actually did do the right list. But Angel Tree gifted those items to the wrong mom, because that mom and her children were still on the Angel Tree. And this actually explains it perfectly, because it doesn't really add up. If you had Angel Tree items and someone followed your list, there would be no reason to be upset. But if you wrote a list and Angel Tree gave you somebody else's list, it would make perfect sense why this mom is upset and why the buyer is confused, because she actually bought the gifts. So let me know what you think. If you guys have ever donated for the Angel Tree and you've seen this happen, let me know, because I feel like this makes perfect sense why both parties would be upset, and in turn would make both parties correct in being upset. What do you guys think?
And see, now that changes everything.
Yeah, so they're just messing up.
They're messing up. So if it's like a kid asking for a PS5 of like a Toys for Tots donation, that's crazy. But if it's also the charity itself effing up on the charity, that means y'all ain't paying attention. That means y'all don't really care about this situation. Y'all here for the money.
Exactly.
Because here's something they don't tell you about charities. Most charities, most of the money that you give them, only like 5% of the money is going to the charity itself.
Yeah.
Most of it's going to the paychecks of
and
everybody.
That's exactly why I do not like to give to the charities anymore. If I want to give, I just find people and give to them directly. You can even do this with the neighborhood app, because there's people on there that'll like say that they need this or that, like on multiple occasions, and then like reach out to them and give them stuff.
For real. Like, it's because this is ridiculous. If your whole, I feel like Angel Tree's probably been around for a second. If your whole gimmick is to get people to give people gifts, and you can't send them to the right people, you don't need to be a charity.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say.
But even the people that can't get the things on the like the list that they got, I feel like there's a line between being ungrateful and then like not like being actually correct in being upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I will definitely be upset if I asked for maybe some like bike helmet for my son and I got a tutu.
Exactly.
I'd be pretty pissed too.
And even then, like the people that are saying, well, you're ungrateful because you got something, but if you can't use the thing that you got, it's just kind of like, do you even care about what you're doing in the first place? Why are you doing this then? Because people do this with the homeless people all the time. Like, okay, they need food, but then if you give them spoiled food and then you're like, well, you should be grateful. I can't eat this.
Oh yes, I would love to be homeless with dysentery. That definitely will work out well in my favor. It's like someone getting me a freaking Xbox. I play PlayStation. Like someone give me an Xbox game and like, oh, why are you grateful? Why are you using your game? I can't use it. It doesn't work on this.
Like, I would say it would be ungrateful if you can't get the exact thing, but then you got something similar and they're like, oh, I didn't ask for this. Then it's like, well, you got something though. Yeah,
once again, like equivalent to equaling to me being a gamer, I didn't get a certain controller. I got a controller that plugs in and still works. I'll be ungrateful if I said I don't like this controller.
Yeah.
I can still use it. I can still get my worth out of it. That if I hated that, I'd be ungrateful.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's for your gamer people out there, so you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You've seen all the drama surrounding the angel trees this year and things like that. I originally saw one of my mutuals, House Drama, who was basically stitching another creator's video who had stitched a woman's video who had received items from the angel tree for her kids. This woman was talking about how some of the things she got weren't even things that she asked for. They weren't even things that were the right size. Like, she was trying to be grateful, but like, it's frustrating that it wasn't what she asked for. And then the creator that stitched her, salty but occasionally sweet, was basically saying like, just be grateful, period. Just be grateful anyone got you anything, period, basically. And was made an assumption that is still irking me, where she was like, maybe they got your kids a jacket that's too big and shoes that were too big or whatever, because maybe they knew you were down and out and they just thought they wanted to do you a favor and get something for the next size. Yeah. And I'm like, how do you know that? Like, you don't know that. Maybe, but you don't know that. And she didn't ask for those things. Why are we shitting on her? She didn't ask for those things. That was nice that they got those, but did they get those as well as the other things or in place of the other things? Because I think that makes a difference. And then I also saw another one that was from someone named Disney Mom, and she was talking about how she had gotten some tags off of an angel tree for a family, and she got these kids 2 out of the 3 things each that they had asked for, and then magically somehow she saw on her For You page this woman talking about how she didn't get all of the things that her kids asked for, and if people aren't going to get all of the things, then they shouldn't be picking up the tickets. And then Disney Mom said, then this woman proceeds to start showing what she got, and it was literally everything that Disney Mom had gotten for the angels, or like from the kids on the angel tree. And she said she couldn't believe it. She thought it was a coincidence. And then literally everything that she was showing was the stuff that she had just bought. And she was like, I spent $300 of my hard-earned money. It is so ridiculous to see people so ungrateful, basically. And here's my 2 cents on all of this. I think, and I haven't seen an angel tree in a very, very long time. So I don't remember if there's just like a guideline on these tickets or if they are specific. And if you are picking the ticket, you should get the specific things. If that is the case and you are picking a ticket, you should be getting those very specific things. This is what the parents are asking for these kids who have probably asked for these very things. I can only imagine not being able to get my kids something that I know that they want for Christmas and how much that sucks. Asking for help is hard. Being excited that someone is giving you help is great. But it is okay, in my opinion, to be grateful, but still a little disappointed. because not only are you disappointed that it's not exactly what you asked for, but it's also disappointing because you can't just do it yourself. So I think the whole point of all of this is not necessarily like, should you be grateful? Should you not be grateful? I think it's people should just be giving a lot more grace. It feels like no one's really giving anyone grace this holiday season, when this is probably one of the hardest holiday seasons that America has had in a long time. I think everyone I know personally is struggling this year, and it's been a crazy year financially for most people. And so I just think I think grace is the key here. I think everyone should give everyone a little more grace. I think the parents need to give themselves grace, and I think the people giving these parents shit should also give them some grace. And I don't know. I think if you're mad because someone is complaining that what they got for free wasn't good enough when it wasn't what they asked for, I just think that's kind of weird. Does that make sense?
Like I get it. It's like the beggars can't be choosers mindset. Like, oh, you're in a horrible situation. You should be fine with it. Not, you don't have to be. And that's true, because I'm gonna be real. Yeah, if someone got my kids a size up shoe, that's gonna be uncomfortable for them to walk in. They're gonna be looking like a clown shoes. It's gonna be weird.
They'll have it when they grow into it, but they kind of need something now.
Exactly. A jacket, that's all right. It's gonna be bagged on them. That's fine. If I'm trying to get my kids like shoes or socks, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be uncomfortable, and they're not gonna enjoy it. They're gonna make fun of. That's what's gonna happen. But then also, like, I don't need to get you everything from the gift ticket. If I can get you certain things, I can get you certain things. You're not gonna get everything.
Yeah.
I didn't get everything I asked for as a kid growing up.
Same.
And no kids expect that.
Yeah, because I just feel like the parents need to start teaching their kids that they're not going to get everything that they want in life. And they just need to teach that from an early age, rather than constantly talking about, like, Santa, get this for you. And, like, just tell me all your expensive wishes and I'll get all those for you. It's just putting everybody in a bad situation. And then those same parents complain about not being able to afford anything. Then why are you not prioritizing putting a roof over your kid's head and giving them food to eat, rather than just the expensive gifts they want?
Yeah, because, like, I get it. Because I will get my kid at least one gift they ask for. Yeah. If it's not too much.
Yep.
Especially if I can see, like, getting close to not be able to afford it. But because it's something I learned, like, dang, I can't get everything I want. I had to learn. Like, I wanted 25 wrestling toys. I can only get 2. Like, okay, dang, that's crazy. I'm kind of disappointed that I can't get all of them, but I got the ones some I wanted, so I can call that a day and call that a win.
Explain money to them.
Exactly. Like, I can't afford everything. That's why we really go and tell our kids that Santa exists, because
yeah, it's just like, at this point too, grace. Give everybody grace, because isn't that what the season is about? Like,
giving.
Giving. It doesn't have to be just gifts. It can be presents, like your presents instead of presents. And
she thought it was clever.
I actually was thinking, I wasn't even thinking that, but then when I said it, I realized that could be mistaken for presents. And I mean presents. And they give them experiences and I just meant togetherness.
Yeah,
so
that is the best presents is presents.
And then you can hand make things. I keep saying that. Like, that's always good to have. You don't need just material things, because material things are not going to last forever. And most of the time, a lot of kids don't even open the stuff that they have that they thought they wanted so much.
Yeah.
So
my niece has so many toys in, like, a corner of my mom's house, and she barely uses half of them.
Yep, they stop playing with it after a while.
Yeah, she has like 25 dollhouses, 25 fake little kitchens, and she only plays with one of them every couple months.
And I mean, like, if you know that you can't afford certain lists, I guess they have like different lists to financial needs or whatever. Get the ones that want the basics with things that you can afford. They'll get the ones that want all these high tech items that you know you can't get them.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you want to get somebody a high tech item, then you can get that. And then you can leave the basics for someone else, or get both.
Yeah. Because, like, let's say if a kid asks for a station to play games. He's not asking for a specific station to play games. You can get him a plug and play. You can get him one of those cheap little multi-game, 20,000 games in one thing from a Chinese site. If a kid's asking for a PS5 and a gaming PC that was $1,000, put that in the high tier category and leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Get the things you can get.
It's the season of giving. Give what you want to give, what you think you can give, and then just go off of that.
Yeah, I really feel like that Angel Tree should start doing categorization and also start putting limits on the price.
Exactly. I mean, like, it's there to make everybody's lives better. We should all be able to afford something that we want once in a while. So I think it's a good program.
Yeah.
I do think that, like, they could separate the things financially if they don't already and just kind of make it easier for everybody.
Yeah, by tiers of the price, and then by limit the prices that the kids can put on there in the first place.
Yeah.
All right, next video.
There's been some drama on Angel Tree Talk for the past couple of days about when you should adopt an angel and whether you should take a child's name if you can't provide like exactly what they asked for. My mom and I have been doing Angel Tree for over 20 years, so I wanted to share with you our thoughts on this. I've seen a couple videos that I agreed with. Unfortunately, those people had their stitches turned off. And then I've seen a couple videos that I really disagree with, and I don't want to stitch them because I don't want to like direct traffic to what I think is a bad point of view. I've seen some people just like make up statistics that like 80% of angels include an electronic, or like a majority of the kids don't get adopted, neither of which are true. So our policy has always been and will continue to be that we will not adopt an angel if we cannot provide all or the majority of the items on their list exactly as they are written. We are not extremely wealthy like some of the people we see on this app doing like the huge Angel Tree shops. We're just like regular Angel Tree participants. We kind of buy items here and there throughout the year and tuck them away so that we are able to do this. But what that means is that we are not able to select an angel who asks for really expensive big ticket items like gaming systems, bicycles, Barbie dream houses, ride-on cars, hoverboards, that sort of thing. And I know there are people in our area who are, and so we leave those tags for one of them to select. Because at least in our area, the children are given a very short wish list. It's usually only 2 or 3 items, and I feel like as a child it would be very disappointing to have to narrow your wish list down to your 2 or 3 most wanted items and then not get either of them. Because remember, these children are asking Santa for these gifts. They're not asking an anonymous donor to supply these things for them. And children living in poverty or whose families are going through financial hardship are just like other kids. They have the same needs and wants and wishes, and they like the same things. There's nothing wrong with a child on the Angel Tree asking for and expecting to receive a brand name or big ticket item. And I believe that our Angel Tree does counsel families on what is an appropriate price tag to ask for, because I don't typically see on our tree really big like electronic items. Because I think they know that that's maybe unrealistic for someone to provide something like an Xbox or, a gaming laptop. We have participated in the Angel Tree through multiple command posts in multiple states, and one thing that is always very, very clear on the tickets is that gifts must be new with the tag. So if you are adopting angels and planning to donate like used or handmade gifts, just know that there is a very good chance those are going to be weeded out and not received by the child, because that's not the purpose of this. So if you're doing that, you are not really helping anyone. So yeah, in short, we are team give the kid exactly what they ask for, or select a different angel that more adequately fits your gifting abilities.
And you're right to that earlier. Just you can pick and choose who you want to give this gift to. If I'm like a big baller, millionaire or whatever, I can take any of the gaming kids and give them gaming consoles. If I broke and I can't, I can give the little girl a shirt and a doll.
Yeah.
Like.
Because, like, obviously they need it the most. They just want basic items, and that's really sad because they can't even afford the basic items. For real. And yeah, that's what it is they're asking Santa. Honestly, once again, Santa, honestly, I'm going to be real. Lying to your kids saying Santa exists is the worst idea of all time. I don't know why you need to tell your kids that some type of mythical creature exists to keep them good. What are we?
German people from the 1700s. Like, if you don't just tell your kid to stop being a little, sorry.
I mean, like, yeah, because they don't understand why they're not getting all the gifts that they want when you're asking a mythical creature that can, like, do apparently, like, almost everything.
Yeah.
Like, they should just be able to get what they want. So I feel like I think kids should be able to use their imagination and have fun and all of that and just be a kid. But that's why a lot of people go into the world unprepared because their parents treat them like kids all the time rather than preparing them for the world, and that's what matters. So I feel like there needs to be balance. They can be a kid, but they also need to be taught from a very young age so that they're prepared when they go out into the world without.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. The only mythical creatures I'm telling my kid exists is Tooth Fairy just because it's funny. There's no Easter Bunny. There's no Santa. I'm gonna be real. It's a fun little thing to say, hey, I'm gonna do Easter egg hunting with you. You don't need to do all this mess. And here's the thing I want to say with the mystical creature stuff. They know why they didn't get the gifts, but they have it misconstrued. But if they knew the truth, they would know that we couldn't afford the gifts. But since it's in the mythos, they've been bad, and now they're having second guesses about themselves, and now their emotions are out of whack.
Yep, that's true.
And that's an issue there. But back on topic with this stuff, it's legit. They need to categorize these and then put a limit. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and like all the other stuff about the Christmas, and then like you get whatever you want. Santa's gonna get everything. It just feeds into materialism, and then that's why everyone is also so unprepared because they've been taught materialism since day one.
Yeah.
And life is not just about things that you want, even though everyone deserves to be able to get something they want.
See, and that actually, now that you said that, that's good. Because when I realized that Santa didn't exist anymore, it never existed in the first place. When I realized that, I was told that, I realized at the end of the day, what matters the most is you need to teach your kid. If they do enough, I'll say, acceptable deeds in your eyes, that's when you give them something like, oh, hey, you want a PS25? Because I guess that's when it's going to be when our kids are enough to play games. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do all the chores around the house, no buts, ifs, ands, or buts, no complaining, and then I get you one.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah.
That's why, because a lot of people expect handouts a lot of the time, sometimes, I guess. And I just feel like to be prepared, you have to learn how to sometimes work for what you want.
Exactly.
Not like nothing really comes easy.
Nope. Yeah, that's the issue. People expect this stuff to come easy. That's what Santa Claus really. And once again, Santa Claus was made by the Germans, but it was accepted by the capitalism and screwed because he was supposed to be the man who kept the kids in check. Yeah. Him and Krampus.
Exactly.
And that's how you know it's effed up, because ain't no one talking about Krampus. It's all talking about Santa. I need my kids to fear being absolutely kidnapped and murdered by a demon.
Nothing is free.
Nothing is free.
Scare your kids.
Now I see why people receiving the angel tree gifts are mad. If you pick a list of gifts that's outside of your means, and in lieu of getting these children what they want, you just go to the Dollar Tree and get them random shit because they should just be grateful they're getting anything, one, you're going to hell. What are you, Scrooge? This is like a cartoonish level of fucked. If the kid has a PS5 on their list, pick a different list. Don't say, who does this poor kid think he is? Shut up, Tiny Tim. Here's a Tamagotchi. Be grateful. There's a woman in my comments that she picked a list with a Barbie Jeep on it. You know what she did? She bought the girl a Barbie Jeep. She didn't rob the girl of the opportunity to get the gift that she actually wanted. Just so, like Amy's saying, you could give yourself a nice pat on the back and say you helped the poorest this year. Ew. Aren't you trying to provide like a semblance of normalcy? Just like a touch of holiday joy? Shop for them as if you were shopping for your own children. That's the point of the list. In fact, those kids need that shit more. If you wouldn't disappoint your own kids like that on the holiday, like, why would you do that to someone else's kid? And if you think they should be grateful for getting anything at all, just don't do it. Don't do it! Because
here's the thing. People want to feel good about giving to the poor. They want to feel good about it, but they don't really want to listen to the poor. It's like, if I was poor, it's like this. If I was homeless, because I honestly, when I was younger, I did it too. If I was homeless, I would want a can opener. If I was homeless, I would want this, that, with canned food. No, what if I'm poor? I want a home cooked meal, and I want a shower. But I don't know that because I'm not in their shoes. And the people doing this aren't in their shoes. Oh, that kid wants a PS5. That's probably his only hobby. All his friends talk about it. He sees it on TV every day. That's the only thing he knows that he has interest in right now, but he can't engage in it because he does not have the money to have it.
And it's no one's fault except for capitalism and the corporate companies that PS5s are so expensive.
It is legit their fault.
There's nothing wrong with wanting a somewhat expensive gift. The problem here is like a lot of people nowadays, like the people with jobs and all of that, they virtually can afford it. They probably just have to put in like a few more hours and just work harder. But the people that don't have even that option, they can't get their kids that at all.
Nope.
So I get why the PS5s are on the list.
Yeah. Also, no, yeah. With the company PS5, Sony, I'm coming for you. They released a PS5. Basically PS5 2, PS5 Pro. PS5s already exist. They have cheap editions and expensive editions. This one's the most expensive edition. It's $700.
If y'all don't start getting refurbished, then
I'm not.
on sale.
No, get used. Please get used, bro.
Oh,
Go to refurbished used. Go to GameStop. They have them.
Exactly. Because you can get really good items and nothing wrong with it. It's pretty much as good as new, but it's a fraction of it.
For real, bro. That's why I used to like before if you watch the other videos, I used to buy used games from there all the time. They work just fine. Exactly. They don't put games that don't work on the shelves.
Yeah.
But no, like as I was saying earlier, because people want to have the I'm cool, I donated, but they don't care enough about the poor people they donated to.
Yep. Giving to the poor is not a flex.
No, it's not.
It's there because you want to give out the goodness of your heart, not to put it on social media and blast it around the neighborhood. If it's a season of giving, to do what the Bible says and do it in secret.
Yeah, I blame Mr. Beast. No, cause I remember I used to watch the channel before he got into the big I'm money guy, and as soon as he gave money to one homeless man, that's when it all changed. That's when it all changed, bro. It was like some type of sticker app. They had collectible stickers in the app, and they gave him money sponsored, like thousands of dollars. It was over. It's automatically over.
I blame YouTube, TikTok, social media. Just stop.
Like as I said earlier, bro, if I got my son a bike, or my son wanted a bike and he got a wheelchair, actually, I feel like he'd be happy if he got a wheelchair. But I'm just saying, but if I want a wheelchair for my son and then he got a bike instead, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, because this mess, the program charity messing up. Because it's with the Salvation Army, right?
Yeah, so that explains a lot.
Yeah, there's some drama with the Salvation Army already, so
they don't treat their workers correctly, and the church workers are mostly mentally disabled.
Yeah, and see, like it's making people not even want to participate.
Okay, I want to call Lara, you dummy. People need to stop and be grateful for whatever they get. In South Africa, Santa's shoe boxes are made of toothbrushes, toothpaste, washcloth, soap, and a cheap toy and roll-on deodorant. Yeah, because that's what they want. You know how mad I would be if I wanted food and I got nothing but cleaning supplies?
Exactly, and even if these kids, they all need the basics, obviously.
Exactly.
They want to also, they see their friends getting, actual fun kid stuff that they want, but they can never have.
Yeah.
So it would be, a really big blessing for them to be able to get even a bike or a console or any of that, because they would never be able to get that at all.
Yeah. I'll say this because it is hard. It's hard to relate to your friends and stuff if you don't have that. Once again, I grew up always playing PlayStation all my life, right? And my friends had Xboxes, and it sucked I couldn't relate to them, but I was so grateful I had a PlayStation, because at the end of the day, I couldn't relate to them certain games, but gaming in general, I could relate. Yeah. But you can't do that as a kid who doesn't have it at all. Yeah. So the kid's gonna be upset.
Yeah, it's really sad to feel left out as a
kid. Yeah. It's not ungratefulness. It's just dang, that a kid can't go on with doing stuff. So that actually raises the question, Angie, for you. What's a gift that you wanted but you could never get as a kid?
A happy family. I'm dead serious. So that's not the right question to ask me. I don't remember even the list that I would. I don't remember the list that I had. I don't know, an Xbox maybe, but it didn't really matter.
Oh my gosh!
The only reason that I asked for gifts in the first place, I was just whatever I thought was pretty. That's what I wanted, and then I looked at it. I just had it so I could look at it.
I'm about to cry.
I had it to look at it. I didn't even open it most of the time, or I just stopped playing with it very quickly. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
family.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of relate to that because for the longest time, I wanted to meet my dad.
Exactly what I'm saying. These kids, they want you more than anything. I don't care if they cry or they say whatever because I didn't give them a perfect Christmas gift. They really don't care about that in the end.
Like the movie 8-Bit Christmas. The whole ending of the movie is like, oh yeah, he's telling the story to his daughter about getting a Super Nintendo for Christmas, and then the movie is like, wait, the story, you never got it. Yeah, I never got it, but I enjoyed my time with my friends, my family, trying to get it, and I ended up getting it a couple years later, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
exactly. That's legit what it is. Like this, like sometimes you ain't gonna like your gift, and sometimes you just need to get it out there and just say, hey, this is what it is.
How it is.
Enjoy your family. But that's insane. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm just saying that. I'm going to prioritize my family. I'm going to prioritize just being there for my kids and giving them a family togetherness.
Yep.
Basic necessities.
Yep.
And then I will, whatever I have left over, I'll try to get them whatever they want. But they will know about money, the concept of money and all of that, rather than just I'm just going to give you whatever you want all the time.
For real, that's all I gotta say, and that's it for me. The gift I wanted growing up as a kid I never got was maybe a second controller, a second controller, maybe a game I didn't get. I couldn't get because it was too violent. That's it. That's all I gotta say because that's it. Dang, that blew me out the water. I should have said mine thing first.
Well, put in the comments below. It's a gift that you couldn't get as a kid.
For real, yeah. Tell us that. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe,
and share the video.
Yeah, and all that.
And please get us to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and also thank you for getting us to 2,000 views.
Thank you for your support. Thank you so much.
And I want to say this: whoever shared our video with the WhatsApp, you're the real one. Yeah. We looked at our analytics, and we only saw that one person shared a video through WhatsApp, and they watched it, and that's pretty funny. That's funny to me.
And thank you for watching this video.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is the best Christmas gift I could ever ask for.
Will you do Angel List? Tell us in the comments. No, not Angel List. Oh my god,
Angel Tree. Angel Tree.
Everyone keeps saying Angel List, but it's Angel Tree.
Well, no. Here's a real question. Will you support the Salvation Army? Do you feel like it?
That's a real question.
Or Goodwill? There's actually any type of thrift store charities. They are really scummy if you look into them. Yeah. Do you support them? I'm in the middle. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd rather give directions, but yeah. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, sure. Also, once again, if you tell a poor person, no, this is not the question. This is the statement. If you tell a poor person to be grateful for what they got, and you got them trash, you're trash, and I hate you. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Well, thank you again. Bye.
Bye. That's what you're targeting. Bye.